Okay, so how would you feel living on the streets without blankets, clothes, and food? A lot of people are living like this through these days, and you see them on the streets holding signs by the freeway or by the liquor store asking for money, maybe because they want a beer or just because they want food in general. And what are we doing about it? Nothing. Most people like to ignore them, put their windows down, and lock their doors because they're scared that they might, jump at them and try to take their money away or something. And people think that they're drug addicts or just alcoholics, but we don't really know what their story's about and how they ended up being homeless. Homelessness means an individual who lacks housing, including an individual whose residence during night is supervised, public or private facility. The term homelessness came from the federal government. Cliff Smith said, "You're never going to end homelessness or end people suffering from mental illness and substance abuse, but you can do better than what we are doing today." So becoming homeless isn't a choice. You could become homeless from lack of employment. It's really hard to find a job nowadays. So having a job can make you end up being homeless. Domestic violence. A lot of women are abused, or even men are abused, and they'll tend to go to a shelter with their children or just by themselves because they don't want to deal with it. So they have to decide whether they want to stay with their domestic partner or leave and live in a shelter. Poverty also is a problem. If you don't have enough money, you have to decide what you want to spend your check on, if you really need to spend it on rent. So if you spend it on rent, you won't have enough money to buy food, so people will live off of tortillas and beans. So they'll live off of that. Divorce. When you get divorced, the men always have to give up most of their things to their wives and their children, so they also could end up becoming homeless. So let's take a closer look at the homeless problem in America. Homelessness affects everybody, even children. On January 2014, 578,400 people were experiencing homelessness. And there was a total of 16.4 million homeless children from 2009 to 2010. It decreased from 2013 to 2014 by 2.3%. So like if you've gone to Olivera Street, you'll see a lot of families living in tents, people without clothes, and people could go over there and donate clothes or make sandwiches for them or something to help them out. And there are ways you can participate, like volunteer. I know a lot of churches do the feeding the homeless, or Casa Garcia, they also do this big event at the Honda Center to feed the homeless on Thanksgiving. You could donate your clothes instead of taking them to Goodwill. You could send it to the people that are actually living on the streets who can't afford to buy their own clothes. And speak up about it and just make a group with your friends. I personally want to, since I'm a barber and a hairstylist, I want to get a group of people that will come with me and help, give haircuts to the people that can't afford it. So that would be an awesome thing to do. So there are many ways we can help out the homeless. You could give $1. $1 doesn't hurt. Maybe $5 to someone. Spend at least 5 minutes and talk to someone and hear them out, because some people really do need someone to talk to. And that's it.